frustrations out on the producer instead of the talent. Like once the talent could like, oh yeah, that's great, but maybe, next time shorten the match a little bit, and then but the producer would be getting yelled at like, you dumb mother,
Yep.
why'd you let them do that? You overproduced it. You didn't think about any the time and all that kind of stuff. So
You know what's so interesting? Like, just think about, we were talking about like P.S. Hayes and all these characters in wrestling. A guy that I keep interviewing guys, and he just keeps coming up, especially with WCW guys, and that's Sarge over at the Power Plant. Dwayne Bruce, he keeps coming up a lot of the times, and we're talking about characters in wrestling. Obviously, you were trained right, basically through him through the Power Plant. What did you like Sarge? Did you get along with Sarge?
there's I'll tell you a story about that's in the book. Like that first day I showed up at Power Plant, like it was me and my partner Ryan Forrester, and we got out of the car and waiting at the door was Shane Helms and Shannon Moore, and we was all there to report to the Power Plant to meet Paul Orndorff. So like I see Shane and Shannon like, hey, how you doing? Like what's up? Like Canyons boys, da 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 da. All that beginning introduction. It's all right. Let's go in. So we knock on the door, try to get in, and Paul wasn't there, so they wouldn't let us in for like a like a while. Who was like, yeah, we're here. We're we got contracts. We come today and meet Paul Orndorff. And it's like, well, we gotta get this cleared because you guys don't look like wrestlers. We're all 180 pounds cruiserweights.
Yeah.
So and finally we walk. They let us in, and the first person we see is Sarge, and say, "Hey, Sarge," and Jimmy, Ryan, Shannon, Shane. It's like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" Like I said, "Oh, we're here to report to meet Paul." Well, no, you're not. Like, go stand in that corner. When I talk to you, talk back. So he sent four of us in the corner. And they're starting their training. And so I start cutting jokes with Shane and Shannon just to like ease the tension a little bit, and then
Yep.
they start laughing, and we're laughing, and he stares like, "What the fuck are you guys laughing at? You guys want to try out? Let's have a fucking tryout." And then they brought us in there, and they beat our ass for like all day. So like that was my first impression of him. And then like they beat the shit out of us. And then the next day Paul showed up, and said, "Hey Paul, how you doing? We came yesterday." It's like, and we explained what happened. So yeah, we had to do all this stuff. And it's like, everybody come over here. These guys didn't have to do this. They already have contracts. So it's like kind of crazy story, but like that first day, man, they beat the shit out of us, and he was all in our face, like calling us every bad word possible,
Yep.
spit coming all in our face. But but I really appreciate it now how hard Sarge pushed us back then, because like wrestling was